Yo, what's happening, everyone? Today is Tuesday, October 18th, and it's time to shave. We've got we got some things to talk about. Today's brush is actually the main reason that I was trying to record this video on Sunday, but it didn't happen. Believe it or not, it's a Detroit, Michigan mug. This is the Copper Kitty. The Copper Kitty has a new wig, she does. This is a knot from Declaration Brushworks. Yeah, get mad. 30 by 52 is the measurements of this jaunt. Well, that's annoying. It's pretty good. And we're gonna talk. Today's soap, this is Tallow and Steel versus Chatillon Vide Poche. And this is my favorite Chatillon Luxe scent. I don't know, man. It's pretty good. Actually, it's real good. Oh man. So yeah, let's get it going. The TLDR on this brush is that it's very, very good. Performance and value. Yeah, it's good. This is a hand-tied knot. It is hand-tied in America by Scott Smith, the gentleman behind L&L Grooming, who some of you may be familiar with. He's the person that is doing the buffalo fat soaps these days. Definitely good stuff that you should have a look at. Let me get some water on this dome. So yeah, Scott hit me on Reddit and was telling me, hey dude, I'm tying knots, and I was like, whoa, hold up, wait a minute, you're tying knots? Because for real, who does that in the States? Aside from Aldo at the Varlet, nobody really is doing that. One second. So he's tying knots by hand, and yeah, the dude is doing it, man. He's absolutely doing it. This particular knot is 30 millimeters by about 53 millimeters. It has a lot of density. Very high density knot. If you're into that sort of thing, this brush does have hook tips. So it's not the world's scrubbiest affair. It does have a good amount of scrub though. No scritch to speak of whatsoever, which is kind of crazy considering the overwhelming density that we're dealing with here. This brush is, I think it's my most densely packed knot. I have a couple of Simpson's Manchurian Chubbies. From what I believe was the first or second run after Volfix took control of the company, and they are packed really, really densely, more so than the current batches, or any of the current batches of the ones the Manchurian Chubbies that I have. So yeah, man. What a brush. The base of the knot seems to be very, very tight, and I like that. Particularly with the way that this brush feels, because this knot does have a good bit of density towards the bottom, towards the base of the knot where it actually comes out of the handle. Also, speaking of the base of the knot, where it comes out of the handle, excuse me, there is really no glue bump to speak of. you know, that extends past the plane that is the opening of the brush. That's whatever to me. Quite frankly, I would err if I had a choice between a brush that had a little bit of a glue bump versus one that didn't have a glue bump. I would probably pick the one that had a glue bump every time, because that does give you some backbone, you know. But this brush doesn't need it. Does not need it. The hair is good. The packing is good. The construction of the knot is good. This is a very well sorted knot. I found one black hair. I found one black hair on the top of the thing. Ridiculous. Today's razor is going to be a Los Angeles shaving soap company, BBS1. And I actually do have a drink today. I've got some cappuccino. And I'm going to enjoy this. The blade in the razor is, excuse me, is a polsilver super iridium. Again, this is my first go with this soap. The scent is delicious. Performance thus far is very, very good. I've heard very favorable comparisons to White Label Barrister Man. That's an easy way to get my attention, and I can see why people think that. Although I will say I don't know if it's because of the load or what, but didn't seem as thirsty to me as the old White Label. That is good. Damn, that's good. So yeah, like I was saying, Scott from L&L Grooming Company, who is the mastermind behind Declaration Brushworks, hit me on Reddit and told me he was tying knots, and he originally mentioned that he wanted my thoughts to be private, but because, you know, at that point the cat was in the bag. Let the record state that Scott completely ruined that, not me. He's pretty much been everywhere talking about, yeah, I'm tying knots. It's kind of what's up, and he's definitely right. This will not be the last knot that I get from Scott. And again, the prices that he's charging, they're very good, to the point where I kind of wonder if it's going to be worth his time to, I don't know, I want the dude to make some money. Because again, nobody's tying knots in America. And I think he mentioned that he estimated that this particular brush probably has about 38,000 hairs in the knot. And for one person to handle 38,000 of anything, like I said, I wanted to stick around for a while. Again, I have one handle right now that I want to send to him today, but I'll probably pass and let some other people in the door, so to speak. Not to mention, I'd like to see what the next batch of hair is going to be like as well anyway, you know, because they're all different. This particular batch does have the hook tips that a lot of you guys covet so much. I think I did mention that, but if I didn't, there's that. And I guess it could always stand to bear. It can always bear repeating, because again, I know a lot of people are really into that. Excuse me. I forgot how good this blade is in this razor. But honestly, this razor is the #1 summer jam. for those of you that used to check out Strong Bad back in the day. I think that's pretty much it for the dome. 1 second, please. Poche shave is very, very good. Very, very, very good. Wow. That is very, damn, that's good. Okay, all right. All right. I see why you guys are jocking and stuff like that. It is very good. All right. Wash my hands. Dry my hands, I should say. This brush does have a lot of backbone. Like I mentioned, excuse me, there does seem to be a lot of backbone at the base of the knot. But given the shape of these hairs, and I don't know if it's just these particular hairs or if Scott has some alchemy that he's performing when constructing these knots, but so there's a lot of backbone at the bottom of the knot. With the shape of the hairs, and again perhaps the construction of the knot, as they taper towards the top, obviously that means that you're going to have more room for the tips of the hairs to wiggle around and create your lather. So, there's plenty of backbone, no scritch, and this brush, this is a massagey brush. This brush feels like it gives you a massage because it's not scrubby per se. It's not scrubby per se, but again, since it does have that strong backbone and the very mushy gushy jelly tips, I can't get past this post shave. It's very good. It feels kind of like the heels of masseuse's hands running along your skin, you know, working out whatever tightness you may have. Please excuse my sinuses. They're acting up. I'm guessing the change of seasons is doing this old man in. Excuse me. So yeah, Scott is not open for business. He's not taking orders just yet, as far as I know. I know he's still kind of, I guess he's still in the research portion. But I'll link to the site in the description. Bookmark that joint. He's going to be offering a reknotting service, and he also turns handles as well. So he'll be, excuse me, you'll be able to buy a, full-on brush from him as well. John from Los Angeles Shaving Soap Company peeked his head into the subreddit the other day. Yesterday. Told you it was the other day. And he had mentioned that James is still chipping away at his wait list for the BBS one. Like I mentioned the other day, people are getting their BBS ones, and that makes me happy to see. I was talking to someone the other day, Brandon. What up, Brandon? He He got his BBS one in the mail. I think he said he was number 260, if I remember correctly. And he's crazy about it. I'm telling you guys, if you're on the list for one of those razors, stay the course, man. Stay the course. Those razors are incredible. They're efficient, man. They're really efficient, but I don't consider them at all to be aggressive. Like, it won't really butcher you. This knot is really something else, man. Somebody the other day asked me to show what the brush looks like when as I'm lathering, and once I get this done here, working some more water into this lather, I'll show you. Anyway, so that's what my brush looks like, mid-shave. Wow. What a brush. Against the grain. It's been a while since I've used one of these blades, and man, it's good in this razor. Lots of sad boys out there, upon receipt of the news that Gillette may have discontinued these blades. Excuse me. Wow. So this was for you guys. All right. Let us see what we got here. Wow, wow, wow. This is some great soap. This is a great brush and a great razor and a great blade. We're lucky, you guys, to have access to such very nice things to run blades across our faces in a safe and pleasant manner. All right. So the brush still has a gang of lather in it. Look at that. Look at this. Again, don't forget this is a 30 millimeter by 53 millimeter knot, and that soap is in there like swimwear. Lots of lather left over. Scott, excellent job, man. The presentation was spot on. The experience was spot on. Scott was very good with his communication in the process. And again, I cannot. The best thing that I can tell you guys is that I'm going to buy another one of these. When the time comes, I'm getting another one of these. Look at that, man. Again, the knot, it's so very well sorted. Like, there was the one black hair. As I was giving it test lathers, I'd say it lost probably about 7 or 8 hairs. yeah, it's well sorted. It's the symmetry is very much there. You can't ask for anything really more from a brush, and it's handmade here in the States. Unreal, ridiculo. He is selling these brushes. He's selling the hair type, excuse me, as Prime Badger, and that's not a word of a lie. That's exactly what that is. That is Prime Badger hair. Today's aftershave, of course, is going to be Vide Poche from Chatillon Luxe. This is my favorite Chatillon Luxe scent. I think I mentioned that before, but I don't have a problem telling you guys again. That is pretty good. All right, everyone. I'm gonna kill this right now so the battery doesn't, or so the camera doesn't trip. Anyways, hope you have been well. Hope you'll be well. Tallow and steel soap, excellent. Declaration Brushworks, excelente, con cojones. Anyways, that's gonna be it. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.